Hey there, adrenaline junkies and frostbite enthusiasts. Ready to guide you through a story so frosty it makes a Siberian blizzard feel like a sauna. We're diving into the Jeannette Expedition, a tale of ambition, disaster, and frozen beards that would make Gandalf jealous. This is a story where survival isn't just a game, it's a bloody, freezing, desperate fight against nature itself. So grab your thermal undies and let's trek into the Arctic wilderness, where survival is the name of the game, and the stakes are higher than my cholesterol levels after a kebab feast. In 1879, a bold or possibly insane man named George Washington DeLong embarked on an epic quest to find the mythical warm current that was supposed to flow through the Bering Strait to the North Pole. He set sail on the Jeannette, a sturdy three-masted bark with an auxiliary steam engine and a crew of 32 fearless souls. They departed from San Francisco on July 8, 1879, with high hopes and warm hearts. Fast forward to June 1881, after nearly 2 years of battling ice, polar bears, and the crushing realization that warm currents in the Arctic are as real as Bigfoot, the Jeannette becomes an oversized ice cube. Yep. She's crushed by the relentless Arctic ice, stranding the crew in the middle of nowhere, about 800 kilometers from the mouth of the Lena River in Siberia. What's next? The crew splits into 3 groups, each hoping to find salvation. Spoiler alert, it's not a happy ending for everyone. Enter our heroes, Nindemann and Noros. These brave or completely mad souls are handpicked by Captain DeLong for a desperate 40-kilometer trek through the Arctic wasteland to find help. Their supplies? A kilo of dog biscuits, a bit of alcohol, a rifle, and some ammo. Their mission? Find help or die trying. Nindemann, being the badass he is, accepts the challenge, knowing full well that their odds of survival are slimmer than a snowman in a sauna. As they set off, the biting cold of minus 30 degrees Celsius is the least of their worries. The snow is waist deep, each step a Herculean effort as their legs are stabbed by icy needles. Their breath freezes in their beards, turning each exhale into a painful reminder of the harshness they face. They encounter frozen rivers, and Nindemann falls through the ice, plunging waist-deep into the glacial water. He methodically wrings out his clothes, feeling his skin burn and then go numb from the cold. Back at the hut, things are just as dire. Erickson, one of the crew members, is delirious from severe frostbite. His feet are swollen, blistered, and turning black, the skin peeling off in chunks. His hands are equally damaged, practically mummified, and reduced to blackened stumps. The pain is unimaginable, and he drifts in and out of consciousness, his mind ravaged by cold and infection. His final moments are filled with agony and helplessness. They give him a sailor's burial in the icy waters, marking his grave with a piece of wood and a heartfelt inscription. The loss hits the crew hard, but they soldier on, surviving on scraps and sheer willpower. The march to try to reach safety is a brutal, unending ordeal. Frostbite is a constant companion, turning fingers and toes into blackened, dead weight. Nindemann's feet swell so badly that his boots become torturous prisons. Blisters burst, leaving raw, bleeding flesh exposed to the biting cold. Every step is agony as they push through knee-deep snow, their bodies screaming for relief that never comes. Hunger gnaws at their bellies like a relentless beast. They resort to eating boiled leather straps, turning even the most inedible items into desperate meals. Dysentery and scurvy weaken them further, turning strong men into shadows of their former selves. The cold isn't just a temperature, it's a predator, leeching their strength, leaving their bodies to wither and fail. Captain DeLong himself grows weaker, his body ravaged by the cold and malnutrition. He keeps writing in his journal until his fingers can no longer hold the pen. His once strong frame is reduced to skin and bones, his spirit unbroken but his body failing. He watches as his men, one by one, succumb to the merciless Arctic. Despite the cold and the relentless march, the crew battles on. Respiratory problems plague them, with some men coughing up blood, their lungs unable to cope with the frigid air reaching 45 degrees Celsius. Every breath is a struggle, every step a battle against their own bodies and the unforgiving landscape. About the other team looking for rescue, Nindemann and Noros's journey is filled with moments that would make Bear Grylls cry. They walk for days without seeing a soul, surviving on whatever scraps they can find. One night, they huddle in a snow pit, kicking their feet together to keep from freezing. They are weak, frostbitten, and exhausted, but they refuse to give up. They know that their comrades' lives depend on their success. Finally, they reach Bulin, where they meet Melville, another sailor from the Navy. They finally found help. Without wasting a moment, Melville organized a rescue operation and sets off to find Captain DeLong and the others. After numerous setbacks and a grueling search, they find the bodies of DeLong, Ambler, and Sam. The harsh Arctic had claimed them, but their story of courage and determination remains a testament to human resilience. DeLong's final journal entries are a haunting testament to their suffering. 15 October, 125th day after the wreck of the Jeannette. Breakfast, willow tea, and 2 old boots. We will try to hold until sunrise. Alexis collapses. Lee too. No more hope. These words paint a vivid picture of their final days, a slow descent into an icy death. The Jeannette Expedition, though a tragedy, provided invaluable knowledge about the Arctic and pushed the boundaries of human endurance. DeLong and his crew's courage, despite the odds, paved the way Arctic exploration. Their story is a stark reminder of the indomitable spirit of those who dare to venture into the unknown. So there you have it, folks, the Jeannette Expedition, a frozen odyssey of bravery, hardship, and a touch of madness. Would you have survived this Arctic nightmare? Think you could handle the ice, the hunger, and the heartbreak? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more epic tales of human endurance and sheer insanity. Until next time, stay warm, stay curious, and remember, sometimes it's the cold that brings out the fire in us.